He was thinking about you again. Yes. While you were just sitting there breathing, scrolling, unsure whether to open this or not, someone in heaven whispered your name. And then a smile formed on your face for no reason. That was not a coincidence. That was the start of something big, something sacred, something God has been planning behind the curtain of your life. And finally, tonight, it's being revealed. Before I tell you what it is, I want you to feel this first. Archangel Michael chose you. Not yesterday, not last week, right now, this very moment. He ordered this message to reach only you, not them, not others, just you. If you're hearing this right now, you've already been claimed. This is not a maybe kind of moment. This is a divine appointment. And if you skip it, it won't wait for you. That's how serious this is. That's how much heaven respects what's about to happen, beloved. Listen carefully. Archangel Michael just said, "Congratulations." You don't hear that word from heaven unless a decision has already been made in your favor. Something you've been begging for, crying over silently, staying up late at night and checking signs for it's already been approved. The thing that you thought would take another year, it's arriving tonight. Yes, tonight. Not in another lifetime, not in your next prayer, not after you become perfect, but tonight. You may not see it clearly yet, but let me tell you what's unfolding. There is a soft heavenly light hovering over your name right now, and the decision has come from God's own mouth. Give it to them. They've waited long enough, and Michael obeyed. A scroll has been written, a seal has been broken, and the delivery has already started. You're not just listening to a message. You're walking into your miracle, but Michael is warning you. If they ignore this, they'll miss it and it will hurt. Why? Because heaven only opens certain gates once. This is one of them. There is someone who thought you were done for. Someone who said behind closed doors they'll never make it. They're forgotten. They'll never receive it. But they didn't know who your protector was. They didn't know Archangel Michael has been silently guarding you like a warrior no one could see. They tried everything, blocked your blessings, interrupted your path, slowed your destiny. They even tried to delay this message, but it still found you because what's for you can never be stolen, but it can be skipped. That's why Michael says, open this now, not later now, because what's being handed to you is not just a gift. It's a replacement for every heartbreak you endured in silence. It's not just a miracle, it's a sacred reversal. And it will feel so beautiful that you'll weep. But it must be received, not just heard. This is your time to stop asking when will it happen and start saying this is the moment I was created for. Michael knows your past. He knows what they did. He knows the injustice, the betrayal, the delay. But God doesn't make mistakes, and tonight the mistake ends. The sadness lifts, the timeline shifts. But here's the catch, and this is why the angels are so serious right now. Heaven won't force you to receive it. That's why this message is so urgent. It's your final test. Will you skip it like you skipped the last sign, or will you claim it? You're standing at a divine door. It's invisible to everyone else. Only you can see it. Only you can walk through. But once you do, everything, and I mean everything, begins to change. You're not too late. You're right on time. And now the angels are watching. They've paused everything just to see what you'll do next. One decision, that's all it takes. Don't walk away from this. Michael says they'll be very happy tonight. That's not a maybe. That's a prophecy. And God doesn't speak for entertainment. He speaks for fulfillment. So what does this mean for you? It means that tonight what you lost is returning, that tonight the right person is going to feel something in their heart and think of you. That tonight the unexpected message, the apology, the breakthrough, the money, the healing, the phone call, the realization will come. But only to the ones who are brave enough to say, I believe this is mine. This is not a general message. This is the rare kind, the once-in-a-lifetime kind, and you've been chosen to receive it. Michael said your name in heaven. That's why this exists. That's why you're here. You are not imagining this. You're in the middle of a divine setup, and the next 7 hours are going to make you cry in disbelief. God has chosen you to break the pattern, to break the silence, to receive what others couldn't. That's why it took so long. That's why it felt unfair. That's why nothing made sense for a while. Because when your name is on something holy, it cannot be rushed. But now it's here. And if you skip this moment, you'll feel it. Not as punishment, but as pain. Because heaven is offering you what you prayed for, and all it takes is one yes from you. Michael is not asking, he is begging you. Don't miss it this time. Don't wait until the next life. Don't let fear hold you back again. You're ready. You've passed the test. You've cried enough. You've survived enough. Now is the time to receive. Tonight is sacred. And the one thing you've wanted for so long is already moving toward you. So don't skip this message like the others. This time, listen. This time, open. This time, believe, because your miracle doesn't knock twice. And now something strange will begin to happen around you. You'll feel warmth in your chest, a soft pressure on your shoulders. You might get goosebumps or a chill even though the room is still. That's not imagination. That's Michael standing behind you. It's his presence, his power. He's trying to show you that this is real, that the heavens are no longer silent, that what you've been begging for is closer than ever. Not in metaphor, not in riddles, but real, living, breathing manifestation, but only if you stay with it. Because the most powerful miracles don't happen to the distracted. They happen to the obedient, to the aware, to the ones who know when a message isn't ordinary. Right now, heaven is watching how you react to this. Because this reaction, this exact moment, becomes your answer to a question God already asked in secret. Are they ready? And if you are, something incredible begins. A secret delivery from heaven, already wrapped in glory, already sealed with your name, is making its way to your soul. Michael is personally escorting it. Not a lesser angel, not a messenger, Michael himself. Why? Because this isn't a common blessing. It's the one, the rare one, the one that breaks generational curses, the one that shifts the whole trajectory of your life, the one thing you thought you'd never receive because time passed and nothing changed. This is the moment it finally appears, but you must agree. You must claim it with your spirit before it arrives in your hands. Otherwise, it'll pass you by like the last opportunity that almost came. But you hesitated and it disappeared. Not this time. Michael's words are clear. If they listen now, they'll be so happy tonight. They'll fall to their knees in disbelief. That's how real this is. God waited to release it until you were strong enough to hold it. And now you are. But do not mistake this for entertainment. This is a divine warning disguised as a congratulation, because heaven doesn't give gifts without weight. This gift will elevate you, but only if you open it in faith, not fear. So, what's inside? Something that feels too good to be true. Someone who never stopped thinking about you but never had the courage to say it until now. A door that's been closed for years is about to open with your name carved into it. A restoration that makes you forget why you even cried. A whisper from God that says, "This is why I made you wait. This is why I made you stronger, so you could hold what's coming without losing it. Because what's about to be handed to you could destroy someone unprepared. But not you, because you're not who you used to be, and heaven knows that now. That's why Michael came, not to entertain you, but to announce the shift. You will not wake up tomorrow with the same weight on your chest. You will not carry the same emptiness in your heart. You will not feel ignored by God anymore because the seal has been broken. This message is your proof, and this moment right now is the activation. Michael says there are 7 angels gathered around your name right now. They are rejoicing, singing. They're clapping for what's been decided. But one angel is weeping. Why? Because they saw how many times you almost gave up. They were beside you when you were crying alone, praying, whispering just one sign. And now that sign has arrived. But they fear you won't believe it's real. So please, for their sake, for Michael's sake, for your own soul, do not walk away from this message like it's just another piece of content. It's not. It's your scroll. It's your golden letter. It's the delivery of everything that was delayed. And all you have to do is open your heart long enough to receive. Tonight is different. The winds in heaven have changed direction, and everything that was stuck, blocked, buried, broken, it's being reversed. No more fighting for what's already yours. No more trying to convince people to love you. No more waiting in silence. You've been heard, and you've been chosen to receive what most people only dream about. But it will only come if you believe this isn't just for everyone. It's for you. Michael has been standing guard over this moment for days. And now that it's here, there's nothing left but your yes. And your yes can be whispered from the heart. That's all God needs. Because once you say yes, something begins to move in the spirit realm. The shift is invisible until it becomes undeniable. People will start treating you differently. Things will start appearing effortlessly. Love will start flowing in directions it never did before, and your own thoughts will soften. Your inner voice will calm because you'll finally feel it. You've been carried here by something bigger than yourself. This wasn't coincidence. This was calling. This was grace in disguise. And now the disguise is lifting. But it will vanish again if you ignore this. So Michael pleads with you from the heart of heaven. Open it now. This miracle has your name on it. It's here. Don't let it slip away. Even now your body is reacting. Your soul is resonating because deep inside you know this is different. You know this is the answer. You've scrolled long enough. You've searched far enough. You've waited patiently. Now it's your turn. Congratulations. You're about to be very, very happy tonight because the very thing you thought was lost is coming back in a way you never imagined. Part of the 7,000 word message. You're not dreaming. That sudden rush in your heart, that little wave of emotion moving through you right now, that's the Spirit confirming it. God is not teasing you. He's been preparing this for longer than you realize. Every heartbreak, every delay, every door that slammed in your face, it wasn't punishment. It was positioning. Because what's about to be handed to you is too sacred to be given casually. And if you had received it even 1 month earlier, you would have fumbled it. You would have shared it with the wrong person. You would have doubted it, questioned it, lost it. But now you're ready. You're stronger. You don't beg anymore. You command. You don't chase anymore. You attract. And most importantly, you don't settle anymore. You deserve what's coming. That's why Archangel Michael is smiling, because for the first time in a long time, the decision is final. This blessing will not be taken back, but only if you step into it, not tomorrow, now. Because this isn't a random moment. This is the appointed hour. Michael says, this miracle was delayed on purpose because heaven was still working on the hearts of others around you. There were people who weren't ready yet. There were chains that hadn't broken yet. There were hidden things still in the dark. But as of this very hour, it's clear. Heaven has made its judgment, and the verdict is this. Bless them fully, without delay, without pain, without fear. And so it begins. You'll feel the shift before you see it. That's how heaven always works. The soul gets the announcement first. The eyes witness it later. And right now your soul is dancing because it knows. It knows what's arriving is so pure, so powerful that it will make you forget every night you spent staring at the ceiling, wondering if God still remembered your name. He did, and tonight you'll feel it. Because while the world sleeps, heaven moves. While others scroll past, you listened. While others ignored their calling, you stopped everything and answered. You didn't come here by mistake. You were summoned because only a soul like yours could hold something this glorious without crumbling. Archangel Michael says they've earned this. They've been through enough. And so your reward begins. But understand, this is not just a blessing. This is a heavenly announcement. You will never go back to who you were before this message found you, because something deep inside has already shifted, and over the next few hours it will manifest around you. You'll feel it in the way people speak to you. You'll hear it in unexpected conversations. You'll notice little signs, songs, numbers, names, messages, all pointing to the fact that the realm of angels is no longer hiding from you. They're circling around you, because a heavenly delivery has just reached the edge of your timeline, and now it's up to you to accept it or send it away again. But let this be clear. Michael says, if you skip this, you will feel the weight of it. Not because God is angry, but because your soul knows what it just missed. Asterisk, asterisk. And that pain will be worse than waiting. So don't make that mistake. Not this time. You didn't come this far just a scroll away from your miracle. You came this far because something inside you said asterisk. This is it. This is different. I'm ready now, and you are. You're finally ready to receive, not fight, to attract, not chase, to overflow, not beg. This is your moment. And if you embrace it, here's what will happen. 1, the pain in your chest will lighten almost instantly. 2, someone who's been thinking of you but too afraid to speak will finally reach out. 3, a delay. Something that's been stuck for months will move forward again. 4, money will start flowing again in ways you couldn't have predicted. 5, that one thing you keep praying for at night, it will begin to show signs before you even sleep tonight. Michael isn't making a wish, he's making a declaration. You will be very happy tonight. Say that out loud. I will be very happy tonight, not because you forced anything, but because you believed. Heaven honors belief more than behavior. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be present, and right now you are. So don't sabotage it by doubting. Doubt is the voice of the enemy trying to make you walk away from what was already approved. Silence that voice. Speak louder than your fear, because your miracle is already here. It's just waiting for your agreement. Heaven has already clapped. Now it's your turn to receive. Congratulations. This is the moment that changes everything. And when it happens tonight, when your eyes widen, when your heart jumps, when the call comes, when the message hits, when the blessing drops, you'll remember this message and you'll whisper to yourself, I almost skipped it, but I didn't. And for that one choice, heaven will pour blessings on you for the rest of the year. And now, beloved, take a deep breath, because what's coming next will feel surreal. Michael says your spirit is finally in alignment with what God has been preparing for you since the beginning of time. That means the release can begin, not the delay, not the lessons, not the pain, but the release. Do you understand the power of this moment? You are standing in the center of a divine promise that is being fulfilled in real time. Not just words, not just hope, but actual movement in the spirit, actual rearranging in the physical. Tonight, doors are being opened in places you cannot see. People are speaking your name in rooms you've never entered. A decision is being made in your favor, and you weren't even in the meeting, because God doesn't need your presence to promote you. He only needs your faith, and your faith brought you here. Michael watched you fight battles no one saw. He saw how you smiled even when your soul was tired. He saw how you gave to others even when you had nothing left for yourself. He saw the prayers you whispered that you were too embarrassed to say out loud. And now all of heaven has responded. This is not a maybe. This is a moment that was destined for your timeline before you were born. Even the pain you went through, it was a setup for this. Every person who left, every closed door, every breakdown, it was heaven's way of shaping the space for what's now being delivered. And now, the delivery is happening. Before I continue, my beloved child, allow me to pause, for there is a sacred secret I've kept just for you. And now is the moment I choose to reveal it. This secret wealth prayer was lost for centuries. A recent Stanford University study uncovered an ancient prayer that rewires the brain for wealth by activating the theta brain wave, famously proven by Harvard to ignite a cognitive flow state for peak performance. For centuries, This 7-second prayer has been hidden in a lost page of an ancient Bible, only known to a select few elite scholars and the 1%. It's no wonder people around the world are now raving about its powerful impact on rewiring the subconscious mind, helping you manifest abundance effortlessly. And in ancient cultures, world leaders and wealthy kings used this exact prayer to create lasting dynasties and attract unimaginable fortunes. Modern research is proving its effectiveness beyond a shadow of a doubt, with recent studies even showing how quickly it aligns your inner frequency with abundance. Click the link in the description or comments section to unlock the secret. Click here now to discover it for yourself, my beloved child. Now is the time to act. Step forward in faith. God bless you. And yet even now you might still feel fear creeping in. You might hear the voice saying, "What if it's not real? What if nothing changes?" But listen to me closely. That is not the voice of God. That's the residue of your past trying to follow you into a future it no longer belongs to. Don't let it in. Close the door behind you, because this version of you, the one who listens, who believes, who receives, is not the same person who struggled in silence for years. That was the old you. But this version is anointed, prepared, trusted by heaven to carry something sacred. Michael says they have been tested and found worthy. Bless them without limit, and that's what's coming. Limitless restoration. Let that sink in. Not just answers, not just a little relief, but limitless restoration. What does that mean? It means you won't just receive back what was taken from you. You'll receive it multiplied. It means the love you lost will be replaced with a love so pure you'll forget what it felt like to be abandoned. It means the opportunities you missed will come back as divine appointments you could never have imagined. It means the money that was blocked will be released in waves so heavy you'll start blessing others without even checking your balance. It means the peace that felt impossible will settle over your life like a warm, golden blanket that never leaves. But you must remain awake, aware, present, because miracles don't show up with flashing lights. They show up as stillness, as knowing, as soft shifts in energy that only the open-hearted can recognize. And you are open now. That's why you're receiving this message. Not everyone gets this kind of invitation, but you're the one heaven waited for. You're the one God whispered about when he said, "Wait, just wait. They're almost ready." And now you are. That's why Archangel Michael has been hovering around you all day. You felt the energy. You thought it was coincidence. It wasn't. He's been preparing the air around you, clearing the distractions, removing spiritual dust from your timeline. Because what's about to happen will be too pure, too precious, too holy to exist around noise. This blessing is coming quietly, but it will echo through the rest of your life. People will ask, "What changed? How did everything shift for you?" And you'll remember this moment. You'll remember that heaven knocked and you opened the door. You said yes. You believed. And in doing so, you activated something that was waiting for centuries. Let that sink in. This blessing didn't just appear today. It's been waiting for generations to land in the hands of someone strong enough to carry it with grace. And that someone is you. So tonight, when your heart beats faster than usual, when you feel that heat in your palms, when you get a message you weren't expecting, when someone says your name with tenderness again, when a payment arrives you weren't even chasing, when you suddenly feel peace in the middle of a storm, know this: that's heaven keeping its promise. That's Archangel Michael delivering what was delayed. That's God fulfilling what was written about you before you even had a name. Don't ignore the signs. Don't downplay the miracle. Don't skip this message like it's a passing moment. This is the moment. This is what you were born for. You didn't stumble here. You were called. You were summoned. You were chosen. Now rise. And when you lie down tonight, smile with a knowing heart. Because while others scroll and sleep, you'll be dancing in your spirit, whispering, I received it. I didn't skip it. I claimed what was mine. And that, beloved, is when the miracle completes itself. And as the hours pass tonight, you will start to notice the divine unfolding. Not all at once, not loud, not dramatic, but undeniably real. There will be a text you weren't expecting, a message with words you've prayed. Someone would say there will be a moment, maybe while brushing your hair, maybe while making tea, maybe while sitting alone, where you'll feel a wave of peace settle over you. That is not your imagination. That is heaven resting on your soul, showing you that you did the right thing by opening this, because you've just broken the pattern. You stopped the cycle. You said yes when your fear tried to make you say not now. And heaven doesn't ignore brave hearts. Michael is still beside you. He hasn't left. His presence will stay with you throughout the night, clearing the air around you, pushing darkness away, speaking your name before the throne of God again and again like a holy echo. And with every mention of your name in heaven, something shifts on earth. What others worked for, you'll receive with ease. What others fight to understand, you'll simply know. What was locked will now be unlocked. What was delayed will be delivered early. Because when a soul finally aligns with divine timing, as yours has now, time itself bends in your favor. Things that once took years can now happen in hours. That's the anointing you just stepped into. Yes, it's that serious. Yes, it's that miraculous. And no, it's not too late. Heaven waited for you because you were worth the wait. Archangel Michael says, they are ready now. Pour it all. Hold nothing back. And so the pouring begins. Blessings will start falling so subtly, so gracefully that some people will call it luck. But you will know this is not luck. This is legacy. You are now walking in the legacy of answered prayers, not just your own, but the prayers of those who came before you. Your ancestors, your grandmother, someone who cried for you from heaven. They've all been watching this moment unfold, and now with tears of joy they are whispering, they did it. They chose to receive. It's done. This is why the air feels different right now. This is why the pressure in your chest just lifted. This is why your eyes are starting to tear up. You are not just reading a message. You're being awakened. An ancient promise is being activated in your life. No more asking for scraps. No more hoping someone picks you. No more wondering if your prayers are being heard. You've been heard. You've been seen. And now you will be rewarded. Not because you're perfect. Not because you have it all figured out, but because you were courageous enough to believe when it made no sense. That's what heaven honors most. And that's why this blessing, this wild, beautiful, overwhelming blessing is coming to your doorstep. You don't need to chase it. You don't need to earn it. You only need to say, "Yes, God, I receive it. I won't skip it this time. I know this is for me." And as those words leave your heart, something cracks open in the realm above you. You won't see it, but you'll feel it. The tears that come next, they won't be from sadness. They'll be from divine remembrance, because your soul will suddenly recognize what's happening. You're not waiting anymore. You've already stepped in ***, and now all that's left is to keep walking. You don't need to understand every step. You just need to keep your spirit open, your heart soft, your eyes awake, because the signs are already on the way. You'll see a name appear again. You'll hear a line in a song that speaks exactly to your situation. You'll wake up feeling lighter, even if nothing around you has changed. And that's how miracles start, not with thunder, but with a whisper. And tonight, the whisper became a promise, and the promise became your reality. So rest well tonight, beloved. Smile softly. Let your body exhale, because while you sleep, heaven will be finishing what it started. And when you wake up tomorrow, it will have already begun. And when morning comes, you will feel it before you even open your eyes. There won't be a blaring sound, no flash of lightning, no thunder, but you'll know. You'll know because something inside you will be still in a way it's never been before. That racing mind, that tightness in your chest, that heavy question that's been following you for months, it will all be quiet, peacefully quiet. That's when you'll remember ***. Last night was the turning point, because something divine completed itself while you slept. An angel stayed beside you the entire night. Archangel Michael did not leave your side. He was guarding your dream space, blocking every dark presence, untangling old spiritual cords, whispering ancient truths into your sleeping heart, and preparing the space for today's unfolding. So when you feel the ease, the softness in the air, the sense that something is different but you can't explain why, that's not just a good mood. That's confirmation. God moves like this, quiet, precise, perfect. He doesn't need to announce himself with explosions. He doesn't need approval from anyone. When he chooses to bless you, it simply happens. And right now, heaven is moving on your behalf. You might still have questions. That's okay. You might not see evidence right away. That's okay too. But deep inside, something is already celebrating. Your soul recognizes it. Your angels recognize it. Even the spiritual world around you recognizes it. There is a light coming off you now that wasn't there yesterday. You are glowing in the spirit. That's what happens when obedience and divine timing collide. A glow forms. Others might not understand what happened. Some will notice the shift but won't be able to explain it. Let them wonder. Let them whisper. You're not in that old timeline anymore. You've crossed over. You are now walking in divine favor, the kind that can't be reversed, delayed, or denied. And from here on, you'll notice something strange. People who rejected you before will suddenly feel drawn to you. People who ignored you will start to notice you. Those who overlooked you will begin to question why they ever let you go, because the anointing on your life will no longer be hidden. The covering that Michael placed over you has now become a crown, and no one can take that from you. The spiritual attacks, they won't land the same anymore. The confusion, it won't grip you the same. The doubt, it will dissolve quicker because you have proof now. Not physical proof, but soul proof. And that is stronger. Michael wants you to remember this. Your breakthrough didn't happen when you received the blessing. It happened the moment you believed it was possible. That belief changed everything. That belief told heaven you were ready, and heaven responded. So if you ever feel yourself slipping again, if fear starts to creep in, if the waiting gets heavy again, come back to this message, read it again, feel it again. Because this isn't just a message you stumbled upon once. It's a scroll that was handed to you from heaven. It's yours. It was written for your eyes. Every word was chosen with your soul in mind. And now that it's been spoken into your life, it cannot return void. It will accomplish what it was sent to do. It will manifest what it was sent to unlock, even if your human mind can't grasp it. Your spirit already has. So go live today like you've already received it. Smile like your prayers were answered. Walk like the weight has lifted. Speak like you are divinely protected, because you are. You have always been, and now finally you are aware of it. Tonight was not a coincidence. This message is not just content. It's a divine mirror, a reminder, a confirmation, a sacred yes from God that what was once denied is now delivered. You're walking into a season of effortless arrival. No more begging, no more forcing, no more doubting, only receiving, only blooming, only becoming, because your soul finally said yes, and heaven heard it loud and clear. Michael heard it and he smiled. God heard it and he moved. And now the only thing left is for you to enjoy what's already on its way. It's coming. You're ready. And you'll be very, very happy tonight. Before I continue, my beloved child, allow me to pause, for there is a sacred secret I've kept just for you, and now is the moment I choose to reveal it. Wealth Expert reveals lost 7-second wealth prayer. This remarkable wealth expert, John Maxwell, specializes in helping people manifest money effortlessly. With a brand new approach, he uncovered this 7-second wealth prayer, and I couldn't believe how simple it was. It's ancient, it's fast, and it's used by the 1% to trigger instant wealth attraction. So many people I know are using this 7-second wealth prayer, proven by Harvard and Stanford studies, to unlock abundance pathways in your mind. So I knew I had to tell you about it too. Even millionaires say it's spooky. How well it works. Try it out for yourself here. Click the link in the description or comments section to unlock the secret. Ancient forbidden prayer rewires your mind for wealth. Takes just 7 seconds, my beloved child. Now is the time to act. Step forward in faith. God bless you.